Hi, and welcome back to this second video. In this video, what I'd like to do is to show you how we set up and configure our pop-up windows to go into our PDF document. It's really straightforward, really easy, really simple. When you first open the software, you will see this this screen here. Just click the next button. What we want to do now is we're going to locate our original PDF file that we want to embed our pop-up windows into. So we've picked that, and we want to set up the name of our new PDF when it's generated, so we'll just call it sort of test 1. Okay, next, just click the next button. We have two options here. We can set up a pop-up window to work on opening, or when the reader opens the PDF document, and on closing. In other words, when the reader closes the PDF document. Now you can set up both, or one or the other. You don't have to have an on open PDF or an on closing PDF action. You can do one or the other or both, as I said. Two options here. You can have no pop-up window, which was, as I just mentioned, you could not decide not to have one, or not have one on opening but have one on closing. There's a message box, and there's an opt-in box. What we're going to go for here in this example is an opt-in box. So we'll design an opt-in box on opening, which is really straightforward to do. Now, the first thing we'll do will be to set up the copy or the message that we want to go into our pop-up window. We'll click the Edit Message button. Now you can type your message directly into here. You can format it, type it directly in. What I've done, I've actually pre-written some copy to go into here because it saves time for this demonstration, and it also it can help you as well, but it's entirely up to you. So I've already got some copy ready, so I'll just copy and paste that straight in. Right, so as you can see, a number of things have happened. We have a little message here, and it tells us that the message we've entered is too large for the predetermined size of the pop-up window. Now, the reason we have a predetermined size of pop-up window is so that it will always be visible in every resolution, or every monitor resolution, from the low resolution monitors up to the high resolution monitors. So that's the reason for this message here. And also too, an indication that the message is too large is you've got a slide bar at the side, which indicates that it's not all fitting within the one proper window. So we can make changes here. We can do just about anything. We can position the text, we can underline it, we can change the color, we can change the size, we can change the font. But what we've got to do is we've got to look at our copy, and we've got to make it sort of fit within here. So what we'll do is we'll reduce the size. We'll change this to, let's say, Tahoma, but we'll reduce it down to, let's say, 1. Oop, okay. Look at all the copy. 1. Okay, we might see what we can fit that in 2. Not quite, I don't think. We can reduce this down if we want to. There's so much flexibility here. Reduce that down to 3, and you can see the messages disappeared. So we know that that copy will fit in the window perfectly without any other modification. So what we'll do now is we'll add an image, and I'll show you how we can manipulate the image. So we just put our cursor where you think you want the image to be, click the image button, and this picture window will pop up. So you can locate your picture from a particular source. So I've just got this one. Okay, you can put an alt text in here, then you can determine the layout. You can set it left, right, whatever that you want, and you can set the spacing between the image and the text. So we'll just put sort of 8 for the horizontal and 8. So that gives us some space between the image and how the text wraps around the image itself. So click OK. So that's happened. So what we can do is we can change the size of that image. We can, if we want to reposition it, we can click on the image itself, click on the icon, click left, and you can see the copy is wrapped around the image. But what's happened to us here, we've got the message appearing again, which means that everything's not fitting so well. So we could reduce the size of the image if we want. We could let's see, we might have to reduce the size of the copy here. Let's go to 1. So we might change that to a slightly larger data. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Our message is gone. We've got an image here. We can change anything again we want. We can highlight specific words if we want to. You know, we can underline them, change them to red, whatever you want to do. You know, there's so much flexibility, just like a normal WYSIWYG editor. So click that, go back to black again. Okay, so once we're happy with that, what we can do is click save, and you'll see that our design has been saved in the preview window here. So you know exactly what you're looking at straight away. The next thing, we'll set up our button names. Now you can custom name your submit button and the cancel button. So what we'll do, I'll just put yes please, and for our cancel button I'll put no thanks. Okay, just for this purposes. Now what we have here, you need to determine now how you want your PDF to act if the reader clicks the cancel button. So it can do nothing. So in other words, if the reader clicks the cancel button or the no thanks button, the pop-up window will close and the reader will be able to read your PDF document. If you click open a web page, again the button and the reader clicks the cancel button, the pop-up window will close. You'll be able to read the PDF, and a web page will open in a browser window, and that can be any web page you want. You can redirect them to any web page at all. So if you want a web page to open, that's fine. Just put the URL in here. When you put the URL in, you have to put in the correct format to start with, just like that. Okay, so third option is to close the document. Now this option works where if the reader doesn't fill out the opt-in form on the in the pop-up window and he clicks cancel, the PDF document will close and they won't be able to read it, no matter what they do. Now you have the option also to put a redirect URL here if you want to, although you don't have to. Naturally, if you've chosen the open a web page, you'll want to put a URL in here, but if you've clicked close the document, the option is to put a web page here if you want to. As I said, you don't have to, but the main point is if the reader clicks the cancel button, the document will close, the PDF will close, and as I said, you can either redirect to a website or not. When the user submits his name and email and clicks yes please, obviously the pop-up window closes and he can read the PDF document. And the final part here on this first step is to embed your HTML form code. The important thing here to remember is to make sure that before you copy and paste your form code here, that it is actually working. So I highly recommend that you will have tested your form code on a web page to be sure that it's working and the name and email data is getting sent to where you want it to. Because obviously if you enter the wrong form code here, you'll have a PDF out there on the net which isn't bringing you you backed all your opt-ins you should be getting because you've set it up wrong. So make sure that it's your form code's working before you put it in here. So I have a form code. Just quickly, I'll just put that in there straight away, just as simple as that. Okay, it's done. Now what you can do at this point, before you move on to doing your close action, we can just have a look at the preview. So we click the preview button, and I'll just move my camera there. So as you can see, that's our pop-up window with the our copy here, our form here, our buttons configured, all ready to go. So that looks good. So to get out of that, we just click no thanks, and you can see there that the PDF won't open that is behind that. So that's what we want. So I'll just move that camera back, close that. Right, so that's it for this video. We'll come back with another one and we'll do the close action and go through some more of the little setup features of the system. So really straightforward, really simple, and we'll see you on the next video.